What's up, team? Today we are going to learn about magnesium. Now, magnesium is an essential mineral. I was going to say something, I don't know what I was going to say. It's an essential mineral. It participates in over 300 roles in the body, and it does some amazing things. So it participates in the metabolizing or breaking down of carbohydrates and fats. It participates in participates in the building up or synthesizing of proteins and DNA. It's responsible for our muscle contraction, which is what sometimes if you hear you have muscle cramps, it's sometimes suggested to take magnesium. It's part of the muscle repair process. It plays a role in bone health, so it affects the concentrations of your parathyroid hormone and the active hormone vitamin D, which is part of your regulatory process for bone homeostasis, which means it's part of the intricate concepts of bone health, your bone status at any one time. I'm not going to get super deep into it because, as you can tell, I can almost nerd out on it. It plays a role in blood pressure management. It plays a role in blood sugar management. It also plays a role in bone formation. It's really an incredible mineral and exceptionally important in just about everything we do life-wise. So magnesium deficiency is actually extremely common, and it's very common because a lot of people eat a high processed diet, and as you're going to see in a minute, magnesium is abundant in lots of whole foods, and it is very common when we are consuming a low carb diet because it comes from whole grains. So some of the consequences of magnesium deficiency can be type 2 diabetes, hypertension, muscle cramps, nausea, loss of appetite, and decreased cognitive function because, again, it plays a role in so many different things in our bodies. It plays a role in our nerve function, which is going to be responsible for how our brain receives signals from one neuron to the next. It goes pew, and you need that magnesium to create this magnesium channel. It's really fascinating stuff. So we won't get into it super deep, but suffice to say that magnesium deficiency can have lots of consequences. If you're someone who struggles with depression, anxiety, mood disorders, making sure that we have enough magnesium sets us up for our bodies to actually be able to make what it needs to feel good. So, taking magnesium and having adequate amounts of magnesium can help with sleep, your menstrual cramps, and it can help with depression and anxiety. If you're watching this video and you're part of our 8-week program, we may have recommended that you watch it because we are suggesting that you supplement with magnesium. Again, we are not doctors. We are just highly encouraging you to analyze your diet and to assess if potentially you are low in magnesium, if you're struggling with muscle cramps, irritability, fatigue, feeling like you can't push in workouts, if you are depressed, if you do have anxiety. Assessing your nutrient levels is very, very important to help your body heal and to give it what it needs to feel good. So magnesium is found in lots of different things. It's found in beans and legumes. Legumes are going to be your green beans. It's found in nuts and seeds, whole grains. Again, going back to if you're eating a low carb diet, right, you're potentially not eating a lot of bread or pasta or things like that. It's found in dark leafy green vegetables. That's going to be your kale, your spinach, your collards. Not so fun. I don't love those. Things like that. Potatoes, again, low carb, dark chocolate, avocado, and for fruits, dried figs, avocados, guavas, bananas, kiwi fruit, papayas, blackberries, raspberries, cantaloupes, and grapefruit. I had a list because I wasn't going to memorize that. So, but that list is very good for you to have an abundance of different fruits and different foods to make sure that you're getting an adequate amount of magnesium. If you eat a mostly whole foods diet, so about 80% whole foods, then you can pretty much determine that your magnesium levels are adequate. Now, if you want to supplement with it, There's 3 different supplements out there: magnesium malate, magnesium citrate, and magnesium bisglycinate. So magnesium malate is a magnesium molecule with a malic acid. Magnesium citrate is a magnesium with a salt, and magnesium bisglycinate is a magnesium with 2 glucose molecules. These are all going to be potentially beneficial for you to take depending on what symptoms you might be experiencing because of decreased magnesium. So if you are someone who is struggling with irritability, fatigue, depression, anxiety, sleep issues, the magnesium bisglycinate is going to be your friend. If you're someone who is constipated and dealing with digestive issues that are slow moving motility, then magnesium citrate is going to be your friend. And then magnesium malate is going to be for managing blood sugar, blood pressure, and muscles because that participates more in regulatory processes. And you can also find that there are supplements that contain multiple of these to serve multiple different purposes. But again, we want to first focus on getting as much magnesium as we can in our whole foods diet and then supplement as needed. All right, hit us up if you have any questions. I hope you learned something about good old magnesium, and we will see you later.